seeing all the hatefulness and lies about immigrants make a real difference in the November elections.
We begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history.
I couldn't help wondering why so many Americans are so cruel.
It says mass deportations now. Mass deportations now.
When it comes to immigration.
Do you know anybody that crossed the border without applying for green card?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I have met family members that did. Cousins, nephews, nieces.
Because those people might be deported if Donald Trump wins.
That's okay. That's okay.
Part of the problem is that people will believe the lies they're told if they hear them enough.
Elon Musk said that migrants will, quote, come for your home after a video was shared to X of migrants being dropped off at a school in New York City.
I talked to Aaron Reichlin-Melnick.
I'm a senior fellow with the American Immigration Council, an immigrant rights nonprofit.
He mentioned something else, something I hadn't thought of before.
The immigration system is extraordinarily complex, and most people have pretty false ideas about how it operates. You see this all the time when people say things like, well, you've been in the country for 25 years. Why didn't you get your citizenship already?
It turns out it's been 38 years since Congress last provided a path to permanent legal status for most undocumented immigrants in the U.S. But the immigration system that Americans imagine, Reichlin-Melnick told me, is something quite different than that. Most people don't realize that under current law, undocumented folks have no way to fix their paperwork.
For the overwhelming majority of the undocumented population, no matter how long they stay in the United States, there is no way that they will ever be able to fix their papers.
There's effectively nothing they can do to get a green card.
And that has been a deliberate choice by Congress to make that happen.
And if you actually explain to the public what the situation is, people tend to want that system, the one they thought already existed. And when the media asked without any context about deporting undocumented people, some 40% of voters in an election day exit poll approved of deportations. Yet far more, 56%, a majority, wanted undocumented people here in the U.S. to be given a path to legal status. The underlying problem is that the system people mostly think is in place is not the one that actually exists.
They want a system that kicks out the bad people and lets the good people stay.
And that's why it's so critical to get involved on this issue and let people see what's really happening so that we can transform that imaginary system, a system that the majority of Americans already wants, into reality. And if you want to know more about how to do this, you can check out my podcast, Next Comes What, for more on immigration, authoritarianism, concentration camp history, and a lot more of my conversation with Aaron Reichlin-Melnick.